Hello, nice to meet you. Hi, my name is Marcio, and welcome to my profile page. I would like to introduce myself. My name is Marcio. I live in São Paulo, Brazil, and I teach four languages. I teach English, French, Italian, and Portuguese. Portuguese is my native language, and English, I lived in the US for a long time, so I'm fully capable to teach you the English language. And I have a very well prepared French course and also an Italian one. So let's give me the opportunity to show you my teaching style, okay? So let's warm up here in English a little bit. So since you are aware, in English, we have these levels. If you are preparing yourself for American tests or for a British test, here are a chart that you can be very familiar with if to evaluate if you are a beginner, elementary, intermediate. So A1, B1, B2, C1, C2, the European level, and these the American ones, right? Okay, so let's start here. Warming up. Let's say hello. So basically for the first trial lesson, I will ask you, what's your name? You can say, hi, I'm Silvia, nice to meet you. Where are you from? I'm from England. And what language level do you have? Like, I am a beginner, okay? So if you are A1, a beginner, we can start warming up, like, what's your name and how do you spell it? So my name is Marcio, M-A-R-C-I-O, and how old are you? I am 49. Where are you from? I'm from São Paulo, Brazil. I live in South America. And where do you live? Who do you live with? Wow, I live in São Paulo and I live with my family. And what do you do? I am a full-time online tutor. And what hobbies do you have? What do you like doing? Oh, I like to watch Netflix. I like to read. I like to walk in the park with my dog. And what did you do yesterday? Oh, yesterday I went to dinner. I went to have a dinner with my friends. So that's it. And then we have some questions for A2. So let's go just to the first and the last. So what do you do? I work in a company. And what are you doing this weekend? Oh, this weekend I'm going to the beach with my family. We will drive. And then we have some questions for the intermediate level B1, okay? So in the level B1, can you describe your daily routine? You can tell me about yourself, okay? And what could you do to make this world a better and cleaner place to live in? So you can tell me something about and reply me and tell me something about yourself here. Well, as you can see, we have a lot of questions. The questions will become a little bit more difficult depending on the level. So for B2, what do you normally do to keep busy in your free time? And what are the biggest environmental problems in the world in this day and age? And for advanced C1, I have some questions here. And I also have a prepared material about. So not talking about emotions, how do you feel about learning English? I think this is very important. So why are you learning English? You need English to improve your English for school, for work, for a test. I can help you with that. And what do you most enjoy about learning English? You can tell me this. I would like to know this very much from you. And what do you find most difficult when communicating English? Is to spell, to say the words? And how confident do you feel communicating in English? Because since I'm not a native English speaker, I feel very confident because when I talk, I know people are able to understand what I mean, right? So I'm fully capable to teach you new things, new expressions, and we can practice. And also, if you need to prepare yourself for a test, I can help you with that in different levels, okay? And here, let's talk about your skills, your fluency, your accuracy, pronunciation, listening, reading, writing, vocabulary, and grammar, okay? And the learning goal. What's your learning goal? Why are you learning English? So how long have you been learning English for? And what do you need for your work? How often do you need to communicate in English? Do you communicate every day in your work or only remotely, like using the Zoom? And where do you study English outside of the classroom? Only during the lessons, or do you use it on a daily basis in your work? And what are your future goals? This is very important. So I need to improve, I want to travel, I need to get a promotion on my work. And let's talking about your learning plan. So when are you going to study? When do you study best? Okay, and how many hours are you going to study a week? This is very important. You need to plan yourself to learn a foreign language. Like, how many lessons are you going to book? Do you have availability to? My recommendation is for you to study at least 2 times a week. Each lesson, 50 minutes. 2 times a week, I think it's a good start. If you can do more, okay. And my tutor tips are: be consistent, plan time to study. You need to have a routine for that, okay? And also study a little and often. Unfortunately, we cannot do like in the movie Matrix that we download a language. Like I would like to download Chinese and say, Ni hao, Wo Jiao Marcio. I would like that, but it's difficult, right? So we need to work hard to learn a new language, and I can help you with that. And write down what you want to achieve in the next lesson. Please tell me. I need to know your expectations in order to attend you, okay? And how can I be the best tutor for you? This is a very important. Do you want me to correct your mistakes when you make it? Or in the end of the lesson, we can stop 10 minutes before and make a revision of you taught it so far. Focus on your fluency or the accuracy. Okay, so these are important points. And I always preparing to listen your feedback. I am always preparing for new words and phrases. I will help you to improve your mistakes about your pronunciation, because I think there is no problem if you have an accent. But the main important thing is the other person needs to understand what you're trying to say. This is the most important. The accents are small details that everybody that is a foreigner have. So with the time, you can improve the pronunciation, okay? And what did you do well? What do you need to practice more? And what can you do now? So this is very important, okay? Okay, let's move on to the next. Oops. Okay. So next steps, set the learning goal for the next lesson. I always do that. And put into practice what we learned so far, so we can use this, okay? What we learned to practice. And thank you for choosing me to be your tutor. This was a demonstration of the English language, but let's go now for the other language, because I teach 4 languages. I teach English, French, Italian, and Portuguese. Portuguese is my native language, okay? So let's go a little bit for French. So like I was telling, it's the same things in English is for the other language. So here in French, I have 80 lessons, 80 prepared. So from la leçon 0, l'alphabet français, la prononciation, saluer leçon 1, saluer en français, remercier, être poli en français, comment dire au revoir en français, verbe s'appeler, c'est tutoyer, c'est vous voyez. So if you are learning French, you need the basics. So, but I don't teach only basic students. I teach from basic to advanced. So this starts on lesson 0 till lesson 80. So let me show you an example of some lessons I prepared. So this is a lesson number. This is a conversation. I think this is lesson 2. Conversation dans un café de Paris. So, bonjour madame, ça va bien? Très bien, monsieur, et vous? Bien, merci. So you will read this with me, okay? And I will help you to practice. So for the French lessons, I will send you 3 files: a Word document, a PDF, and an audio MP3 with these contents for the 80 lessons I've prepared so far. I worked very hard for you to get the best learning experience ever in French, okay? So, excusez-moi, je voudrais un café au lait, s'il vous plaît. Oui, madame. Et pour manger? Je voudrais manger du pain et du gâteau. D'accord, madame. Un moment. Merci beaucoup, monsieur. Il n'y a pas de quoi. Au revoir, bonne journée, monsieur. Bonne journée, madame. Un super merci et au revoir. So, this is a more basic lesson, and we have here like la leçon 78, okay? Comment faites les nouvelles en France? And I put some videos also on the links on the YouTube that I leave as homework for the devoir. So we always start the lesson like this. Bonjour, ça va bien aujourd'hui? Moi, je vais très bien. C'est la leçon 78 aujourd'hui. Et nous allons parler des nouvel an, les réveillons, les plannings pour les nouvelles an aussi. Et vous, comment vous passez le nouvel an, la fête des réveillons? So how do you pass your New Year's and your party on the end of the year Eve for the 31 December for 1st January, okay? Est-ce que vous passez en famille, avec des amis? Est-ce que vous voyagez? So I will help you to learn all these words in French, okay? So sometimes I put some comments here in English language. So these are more advanced lessons, okay? And now let's talk about, okay. And as you can see, I have a lot of language here prepared, but I teach only 4. So for the Portuguese, I have here Portuguese for foreigners from a Brazilian university. And regarding the Brazilian Portuguese, I live it also in Portugal. So I can teach you the Brazilian Portuguese and the Portuguese from Portugal. The words are a little bit different, just few of them, not all, but the language is the same. So I have a list here I can show you. And here I have like the planning also for the Portuguese language, okay? And we have like the greetings, the saudações. So, olá, oi, e aí, tudo bem, tudo bom? Como vai? Muito prazer, nice to meet you. Like, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, bom dia, boa tarde, boa noite, até mais tarde. And here just an example. This is my native language, okay? Portuguese is my native language. So, like this, an example. Eu sou Maria, meu nome é Maria, ele é do Brasil, ele é brasileiro, nós somos engenheiros, eles são casados, they are married, eles são altos, they are tall, eles são felizes, they are happy. A festa é hoje, the party is today. A festa é aqui, the party is here. So you have some expressions, so I can say like the verb to be, I am. Eu sou japonês, eu sou italiano, eu sou uruguaio, eu sou venezuelano, and I will make you repeat several times, okay? So your pronunciation will be very good. And also, okay, so this is like the plan for the Portuguese, and I have a lot of things here, exercise that we can do together. We will talk about your professions, the professions. Eu sou médico, enfermeiro, estudante, dentista, aviador, professor, jornalista, pedreiro, okay? And here we go. So, and I have a lot of things here prepared. And for the Portuguese, as you can see, I have like 80 pages on this, number 1, 2, and I have more advanced. And also, now let's talk about the Italian language. For the Italian language, I studied Italian for many years. So I use this book that is one book called Grammatica Italiana per Stranieri. This one. Grammatica Italiana per Stranieri. This is the book, is the same used in the University for Foreigners in Perugia, nella città di Perugia in Italia, in the city of Perugia in Italy. So if it's a university focused to teach foreigners to learn Italian. And then I scanned every single page of the book. So let me go here. Okay. And then we will practice together. So, Marianne e Paul sono stranieri, Marianne è una ragazza svizzera, Paul è un ragazzo americano, lei è di Zurigo, lui è di Boston, i due ragazzi sono in treno. And then we will practice the conversations, like Paul will ask to this lady here. So, scusi signora, è libero il posto? Sì, sono tutti e due liberi, prego. Bene, grazie. Voi non siete italiani, siete stranieri, è vero? Sì, siamo stranieri. Io sono americano, sono di Boston. E lei, signorina, anche lei è americana? No, non sono americana, ma svizzera. Sono di Zurigo. So, I will show you here the map of Italy and we will interact like Switzerland, Svizzera, Zurigo, Zurich. Ok? Paul è americano, so he's American, di Boston, from Boston, Massachusetts. Paul è americano, lui è di Boston. So we will practice, and there's a lot of exercise, and we can advance through this. Well, so I hope you have enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching this. I show you some examples of my teaching style, and I would be anxious to see you in my booking a trial lesson with me, and I can talk and we can know each other more. Okay? Thank you so much. See you. Bye-bye.